What's up, everyone? It is your host, Ghost, coming to you live with another wonderful video. How's everyone doing today? I am doing well myself. Sorry, I was a little late today. A lot earlier than normal, but a little late today. And that had to do with the fact that, I don't know, my computer decided that, hey, I'm just going to sign you out of pretty much everything. And yeah, you're going to like it. So that's what happened. Oh, God. Anyways, how's everyone doing today? I am here and alive myself. Just gotta get the rest of my shit taken care of. All right. Goddamn. I don't know why, but apparently my thing decided that I needed to be signed out of everything. All right. So, so got a few things we'll be talking about today. UK's Tyranny. Tyranny in England, I guess, is sorry, gotta get out my pop-up chats. But yeah, Tyranny in UK. Man's been arrested in the UK for criticizing Palestinian flag on Facebook. So he got arrested. Oh man, that's some good coffee. And then there has been a stabbing in Van Nuys High School. So we'll look at that. Cornell student update. A judge has overturned an election in Bridgeport, Connecticut. That's pretty interesting. I think it's like the first one in either a long time or ever. A judge reversing an election, even though it's just a primary in Bridgeport, and it's over voter fraud. And then a student who beat up his teacher over his Nintendo has pled guilty for the charges to felony charges. And then we're going to watch a veteran breaking down, unfortunately. And then finally, someone wants to teach your kids about pronouns through rhyme. So that's my plan for the day. I have the early access of Modern Warfare 3 today. I'm getting that today, and I think it comes out. I get it at 10. I don't know if I'll be playing later or not. I have yet to decide. Maybe I'll play for an hour. Who knows? Okay, so let's get to it. So, UK police arrest a man for criticizing Palestinian flags in social media post. Yeah, it was Facebook that he did it on, just in case anyone was curious. Metro London UK police officer was captured in a viral video on Tuesday, arresting a man for a social media post criticizing the Palestinian flag flying in his neighborhood. The police department has confirmed the video is real. The unnamed man had originally posted a 1 minute long video clip of him denouncing a number of Palestinian flags along a UK street, according to the Express. In a post on X, Bridgeport, what the fuck? Sorry, I got distracted. My ring camera went off. The Metro London police wrote Wednesday morning. This video shows the arrest of a man on suspicion of racially aggravated Section 5 public order offense. The man was taken The arrested man was taken to an East London police station where he remains at this time. We take all allegations of hate crimes incredibly seriously. Where offenses have taken place, our officers are attending, supporting victims, and making arrests, and we will continue to do so. All right, so now I want to watch this 1 minute video. Also, proves that London or England's a garbage country. Oh, I said it. England. You're a garbage country. Come and arrest me. Fucking arresting someone over fucking speech. Like, what is this insanity? What is this insanity? Oh, we criticize Palestinian flags. Okay, so what? It's a hate crime to criticize Palestinian flags? According to the UK Crown Prosecution Service under the Crime and Disorder Act of 1998, an offense under Section 5 of that act, harassment, alarm, or distress, which is racially aggravated for the purpose of this section, a constable may arrest without warrant anyone whom he suspects to be committing an offense. The maximum penalty on summary conviction is 6 months imprisonment or an ultimate fine or both. CBN decided not to post the video the man allegedly posted to his social media account due to the profanity he used on the street. The video of the man arrest is in front of his distraught wife, who told the police she has stage 4 cancer patient. Was also not suitable to post due to the profanity she directed at the officer. Viewer discretion is advised. During an opinion segment on Sky News Australia, Sky News host Rita Panini invited her 2 guests to watch the video of the arrest. After airing the video, Panini calls the arrest just madness. We've seen the most horrific abuses happening in the street, not just hate speech. People attacked, posters torn down, property damage, all sorts of unlawful behavior that the cops have just watched without taking actions. Without action. And this man is allegedly arrested for saying things like, these people came into our country. Why have we got those flags? Shocking. Wait, is this the... No, it's not. Never mind. The arrest comes after more than 100 pro-Palestinian protesters occupied London Liverpool street station. On Tuesday, Reuters reported the group hung banners from balconies, demanded a ceasefire in Gaza, reportedly chanting the Hamas genocide chant against Israel. From the river to the sea, Palestinian will be free. The Palestinian chant calls for the elimination of the Jewish people. Wait, hold on. So this chant, so this guy gets arrested because he says, what the fuck is, why the fuck are we flying these people's flags when, they live here or they came to our country? So that's what he got arrested for, apparently. I'm going to see if I can find the video and watch it. These fuckers over here that are pro-Palestine, anti-Israel are chanting the eliminations of the Jewish people, but nothing fucking happens to them, apparently. However, a UK cabinet minister warned last month that waving a Palestinian flag on British streets may not be legitimate any longer if it is deemed to be shown to be a show of support for acts of terrorism. Home Secretary Suleya Braverman also said the protesters' chant could be considered anti-Semitic since it's called for the destruction of Israel. Braverman told police officers to use the full force of law against any show of support for Hamas or bid to intimidate the UK's Jewish communities in the wake of attack on Israel, according to The Independent. Braverman wrote a letter to chiefs of police giving examples that could be public ordinance events, including any that target Jewish neighborhoods with pro-Palestinian, pro-Hamas symbols, and chanting slogans that called to be interpreted as anti-Israeli. The cabinet minister also told the police chiefs explicit pro-Hamas signs were not the only thing to watch. I would encourage police to consider whether chants such as "from the river to the sea, Palestinian will be free" should be understood as an expression of violence desire to see Israel erased from the world, and whether it is used in certain contexts may amount to racial aggravated Section 5 public ordinance offense. I would encourage police to give similar considerations to the presence of symbols such as swastikas at anti-Israeli demonstrations. Context is crucial. Behaviors that are legitimate in some circumstances, for example, the waving of a Palestinian flag, may not be legitimate, such as when intended to glorify acts of terrorism. At least 12 British citizens were killed during the Hamas barbaric terror attack in Israel on October 7th, and 5 are still missing, according to CNN. All right. So this is just wild. So these fuckers here are chanting for the death of Israel, or at least it could be interpreted that way. Nothing happens to them. But this guy asks, what the fuck is going on? Why do we have these flags? He gets arrested. Okay, well, I can't really find any videos on him criticizing. All right, well, I don't have any. All right, so I can't really see what the guy has said, because maybe he said something that was very terrible. Now, look, I don't think London should be arresting any of these people. Even the people who are chanting the streets. I think that they want to do that. They should do that as long as they're not violent anyway. But they're arresting. But out of all, like if I had to say, all right, you can only arrest. If you had to pick between 2 people to arrest. The guy who posted a video criticizing having a bunch of Palestinian flags in England, or the people chanting to destroy Israel, probably would go with the ones that are chanting to destroy Israel. And I'm not even pro-Israel. I'm just saying between the 2, one's probably far worse. Neither should be prosecuted, but what the hell? All right. So I got the video ready of the guy who got arrested. This happened yesterday. Or was the weekend? I can't remember. All right, let's check this out.
It's a Belgian because you do not attend any events involved with Palestine, okay? The reasons why we did this is on the 17th of the 10th of 2023 on Bethel Green Road at 10:04. You were witnesses saying, obviously, people, while they're over here, etc., we let them into our country, etc.
So, big deal.
Yeah, okay.
So, big deal.
She's on the television.
Saying it. Take him. Disgusting. You're disgusting. Absolute. I'm a stage 4 cancer patient and I need a beer. Make a scene of shoes. The shoes is making a scene.
Dude, I can barely understand these fucking people. God damn. Must be their fucked up teeth. All right.
Him because he said something in the street about Hamas, a terrorist organisation.
You don't know what you're talking about. John, did you hear that?
What?
all those Palestinian flags in Bethnal Green Road, and they discussed it, absolutely discussed it. Why didn't you stop them?
John,
Why didn't you stop them?
John,
Don't just make my son
Do you nothing in my pockets? Oh yeah, actually I do.
What have you got?
I have what's in the equipment I have.
Yeah, we're
Two
in your
Stanleys.
pocket at the moment.
Yes,
Okay, yeah.
yes, I've got Stanleys in the pocket.
Okay, right. You've got them in your pocket, okay?
Let me
Well,
out a minute. No, I want to see how many cops are outside. Yeah, I want. Could you let me back? I can go where I like. No, I'm not going to him. I'm going to
Take it down. Just take it and let them do what they're doing. They're just doing their job. It's not their fault.
I know it's not their fault to get
Okay.
justice.
It's just.
Yeah, you have.
What health conditions? Do you have any medications?
Yes.
What medication?
All of this to arrest a guy for posting a Facebook photo. Look, there's only one place that has free speech, and that's the United States. All right. And that's how we should all take this. These fucking UK cops, these constables, the bobbies, are arresting a guy over him criticizing the fact that there's a bunch of Palestinian flags. Apparently, criticizing there's a bunch of Palestinian flags. Now, granted, I have not seen the full goddamn video, so I have no idea what else he said. Well, it's a minute long. This was six minutes and 35 seconds long. Isn't in here. But I cannot imagine what he must have said to warrant quote unquote hate speech that would require an arrestable offense. When there's protesters in London who are chanting anti-Semitic remarks, you know, from the whatever to the sea, Palestine will be free or whatever. And could be okay. I guess that, you know, could be interpreted as anti-Semitic. But so these people are, you know, saying something that you could, you know, probably argue is anti-Semitic. This guy here criticizes the Palestinian flag being everywhere. And apparently that's hate speech. This is London, y'all. London's a garbage area. Or, I don't know. Is this London? This just might be the UK. It's the UK. So I don't know if it's London. Well, this is the UK, people. What the fuck?
Let's have it very, very clear. We have the freedom of speech. If we want to be.
Ha! No, you don't have freedom of speech in London. This actually is kind of proven that you don't have freedom of speech.
Against Palestine, we will be. If that's a problem, that's your problem.
This is what happens when you don't have free speech like enshrined in your constitution. That's why you have monarchy and all that stuff. London sucks. London sucks. Or sorry, I keep saying London like it's all of UK. UK sucks. The UK sucks.
And you people are right all because you say, all because it's a comment of the Palestine. It's absolutely disgusting what's going on in this country.
It was actually on GB News. It was on GB News.
Exactly.
It was on GB News. I can't believe these guys.
This is disgusting.
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
John.
I need my jacket.
I see all that. You need to stop all that, yeah? You need to stop all that. Yeah, I know. This is your freedom.
Look at the cops. Look at all the cops.
Embarrassing.
Embarrassing. Because he mentioned Palestine.
Look, I think everyone should, you know, criticize each if they want to. If you hate Israel, you should be able to criticize Israel as much as you want. If you hate Palestine, you can, you should be able to criticize how much you want. Like, this is ridiculous. This dude's getting arrested just for criticizing some shit. Like, what the fuck? I mean, unless he says like, I'm going to bomb all of Palestinian people or some shit like that. But even then, that's not really anything bad. I mean, it's bad to say, but it's not like, you know, criminal. At least not in the United States. London or UK is different.
this. Look at this. Getting arrested because he mentioned Hamas on Facebook.
Yeah, we're all against terrorist organisations.
Yeah.
Sorry, unfortunately.
We don't like terrorists.
We don't want terrorists in the country.
You can't have an opinion in this country.
You know, there are Palestinian flags flying down refugee road, and these guys are actually. Has he got medication? Has he got any medication?
Yeah.
Yes, it should have some medication.
Yeah.
Take it.
Yeah.
If he needs it.
I'd rather you not say him.
Well, that's not. So.
Brian's going to report down there. Report down there.
You want to grab his medication?
My go and grab his. I don't.
What's his medical conditions? What's he got?
He's got kidney disease.
Kidney disease.
Goalie, anyone involved, black hair, grey tracksuit, wearing flip-flop colour. Goes to Dunmore Point E2, Dunmore Point E2, the location changed to.
Is that all he's got? Is it?
My mama knows about his afflictions more than I do.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to give her her medication, never mind my medication. And you support me down there because of the comment and being ignored. What are these on about? What's wrong with your bloody humanity and your sense of things? You're completely off the planet in your sense of things. I don't care. I absolutely don't care. I'm having stage 4 cancer because I have an opinion. You guys are taking me to the These are absolutely as Keystone Cops, these are idiots.
Control 987.
Yeah, because I made a remark on Western Road about the Palestinian flag. These guys here.
That's his sleeping tablet, that's his surgery plan, and that's his antidepressant.
Freedom of speech.
So sleeping tablet.
Yeah.
He'll know what it is.
Dude, you're in London. I keep saying London. I swear to God, I don't mean to. You're in the UK. You guys don't have freedom of speech. It's not enshrined in your government at all. Like, you don't have protected speech. You have the speech your government allows.
No, but I
Okay.
said tell him because he's a bit.
Yeah, okay.
To be embarrassed at yourself, she's a disgrace. Not a disgrace, she's an absolute disgrace. Absolute disgrace. Thank you very much. Show some civility, some sense of humanity.
They made a comment against Hamas. They've arrested him.
How dare he?
All these cops. A comment about Hamas, the terrorist group, they made a comment on Facebook. They came and arrested them for that. Yeah.
People being stabbed and you hear every comment. Oh dear. It's yeah. Yeah, it's terrible. It's pathetic. Pathetic.
He's not even defend crime anymore. What is wrong with these? He's dealing with functional crime, man.
All right, so there we go. Now it's kind of funny to me. This guy keeps shouting about free speech and all that stuff. Like I said, man, you don't have freedom of speech in the UK. It doesn't exist. There's no such thing. You want to know how I know it doesn't exist? Not just this incident here, but it's not enshrined in their constitution or whatever parliament or whatever the fuck they have. Freedom of speech isn't a thing outside the U.S. I can't think of any place that has like a freedom of speech in their constitution or enshrined or something, or where it's recognized for the government and not for the government to take away. Pretty much everyone else, it's the speech that your government allows. So it's just funny listening to this guy, talk about freedom of speech. You don't have freedom of speech in the UK. But again, this is just ridiculous. Guy's getting arrested just because he criticized having a bunch of Palestinian flags. This is why we beat England off, and not in the good way. in 1776, so we wouldn't have to deal with this shit. We don't bend the knee. Unfortunately, people are forgetting that. We're forgetting that we don't bend the knee to tyrants. And this is 100% tyranny right here. You're arresting a man because he criticized a flag. It's just dumb. It's really dumb. I'm surprised that one dude who was criticizing someone taking down pride flags and putting up or taking UK flags and putting up pride flags wasn't arrested. Surprised that didn't happen. All right. Here we go. So we've heard mass shootings all the time. Mass shootings are a thing. Well, here's a stab and shooting. 2 students stabbed, 2 injured following brawl at Van Nuys High School. Wednesday afternoon brawl involving 11 boys at Van Nuys High School left 2 students stabbed and 2 injured, leading to a campus lockdown. At 11:53 a.m., the Los Angeles Police Department responded to a call for 2 to 3 students stabbed at the Van Nuys campus quad. Initial reports were that 3 victims were possibly stabbed, and 1 was in critical condition. During a afternoon press conference, it was clarified that the students were that the 2 students were stabbed and both were transported to local hospitals with non-life-threatening injuries. Albert M. Carvalho, Los Angeles Unified School District Superintendent, said to reporters during a press conference around 12:45 p.m. that while the school is still under lockdown, there's no immediate threat. Then why is it in lockdown? The school is calm and the students are in their classroom receiving normal instruction. Then why are you in lockdown? One mother who rushed over to the school after hearing about the incident said her son was jumped on campus by 10 individuals. She said her son wasn't stabbed, but he was injured after getting kicked in the head. It has not yet been determined exactly what weapon was used in the stabbing. Probably a knife. I don't know. But Superintendent Carvalho said 3 students have been detained and are being questioned by police. One student produced an unidentified weapon at this point and stabbed 2 students who have been transported to local hospitals with non-life-threatening injuries at this point. The superintendent said the 3 students were transported to the hospital and a 4th was treated at the school with minor injuries. As of today, Van Nuys will have the presence of an officer within its school facilities. Carvalho said Wednesday incident highlights the lack of police security at school. Carvalho said the district does need to revisit the existing campus police policies. Oh, really? We do not currently, nor have we ever had the history of LAUSD enough officers to staff all schools. So that is a proposition that is just not realistic. There are some states and some districts where that is the policy. It is not the case in Los Angeles. I say that because we should not create an expectation that cannot be filled. Gil Gamis, the president of the LA School Police Union, said that the department needs to double in size to have an officer at every campus. The department has 50 vacant positions. This violence was foreseeable and preventable, said Gamis. Everyone knew that, but they were caught up in the anti-police, and I understand that, but we're past that now. We have to refund the department. This dude. I understand that. Okay, dude. What the fuck, dude? I understand that. Well, there you go. So, hey, we didn't get a mass shooting. Well, there was a mass shooting. Then I turned into London for a little bit, stabbing all over the place. All right, let's get to this one right here. All right, so I talked about this yesterday. Cornell student had was arrested after some online threats. I made the argument that I wasn't sure if the reason he was arrested, online threats, was actually appropriate. There's like 5 levels before you can arrest someone for online threats. He met 4. He didn't make the 5th one, in my opinion, because he just said Jewish people, and it like he said Jewish people, and the rule is it has to be an easily identifiable group. Okay, Jewish people, got it. That is easily identifiable, as in the Jewish people, but like, maybe I'm just being too literal when it says easily identifiable. I'm thinking like, you say Jewish people, but Jewish people come in all shapes and sizes. If he were to say black people, then that wouldn't be a little different. Like, all right, so anyone that, is black. All right, that would be a little different in my opinion. But Jewish people, you got black Jewish people, you got ethnic, you got religious. It's a little dicey when it comes to being, with the whole easily identifiable. And again, maybe I'm being too literal in that easily identifiable thing. I don't know. I really don't know, because I'm not an expert on the law or anything like that. I'm just some random guy in a basement talking about this stuff. So I really don't know, but I'm just hung up on the easily identifiable. And again, I might be just too literal. I'm thinking about like, okay, I recognize, like if I see someone on the street, like, all right, that person's a Jew, or that person's, a Christian, stuff like that. Like they're walking around with a Star of David. All right, different story. But like, if they're not, then, how are they easily identifiable? I don't know. Maybe I'm just being too literal. Well, when I think of easily identifiable, that's what I'm thinking about. And it could be that the rule is for easily identifiable, you just need to name the group, which means Jewish people. Then it would actually absolutely make the threshold. But I really don't know. But anyways, so here's an update dated yesterday. Cornell student accused of threatening to behead Jewish babies to remain in jail. Cornell University student Patrick Dye was arrested Tuesday by the FBI. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, why was it the FBI that was arresting him? I don't know if online threats is federal. I know I have a, okay. Yeah. Okay, so online threats themselves aren't federal, but what is more likely than the federal part is the Interstate Communications Act, makes it a felony to transmit threats across state lines, including online posts. So if you put a post online, you can easily be a threat or a federal. So that's why it's the FBI charging him, because he did it online. Cornell University junior Patrick Dye appeared briefly in federal court in Syracuse, New York on Wednesday on charges that he made online threats to murder Jewish people and behead their babies. Now, again, I don't know, online. I don't know. I don't know if this is should be something that should be arrestable. It seems like a slippery slope to me. I'm free speech all the way, and I don't know. I don't know if making a threat online is something that should be a arrestable offense. I really think should be actions that are arrestable, not just saying stuff. Like if he starts going and trying to kill Jewish people, arrest. All right, there, and then you can bring in the online threats, as in like, hey, he was making these threats, so I mean he was coming to intend to carry them out. But I really don't think that it should be a chargeable offense just to be online and making threats. I don't like it. Don't think you should threaten any people, so I don't like it. But to me, I don't like the idea of anyone being arrested when they haven't actually done anything. They just said some shit. That's my take on it. It just seems like a slippery slope to me. I mean, there are those, freedom of speeches that are regulated. No, you can't yell fire in a crowded theater unless there's actually a fire. So I don't know if online threats would fall under that. I don't know. Prosecutors argue that Dye should remain behind bars because he's a danger and a risk of flight. His defense lawyer, Gabriel DeBella, chose not to argue for his release, shutting down a hearing on the matter. Wow. Even his attorney is like, yeah, I got nothing for you, bro. All right, 20-year-old engineer student wore an orange jailed-issued jumpsuit as his parents sat in the gallery. He was arrested Tuesday for the threatening post on a Greek life message board. Watch out, pig Jews. Jihad is coming. Nowhere is safe. Your synagogue will become your graves. Your women will be raped, and your children will be beheaded. Glory to Allah. Dude, this guy Dye's like an Asian dude. Is he a Muslim Asian? I don't think I've ever heard of a Muslim Asian. I'm not like, I don't mean, I'm not trying to be racist here, but I don't think I've ever heard of a Muslim Asian before. I've seen Muslim blacks and obviously Arabs and everything, and a few white people. I don't think I've ever seen a Muslim Asian before. That's wild. Allegedly wrote October 28th, according to the criminal complaint. Posts were made in Cornell discussions forums under various usernames, including Kill Jews, Hamas Soldier, and Sehel. Dye allegedly threatened to shoot up 104th West, a campus dining hall that serves kosher food. The cafeteria is next. Okay. So this part here, threatened to shoot up 104 West. I think that's a little more of a, that's something serious. And I think that's probably closer to an arrestable offense. And I think that I've just finished, it's just reached the threshold for online threat for me. Because when I read it, there's no mention of this shit. So yeah, now he allegedly threatened to shoot up 104 West, a campus dining hall that serves kosher food. Cafeteria door is next to the Cornell Center for Jewish Living, which provides housing for Jewish students. So there, he's just like, I was iffy before on the easily identifiable. Now he's like really into it. All right, so because before he just said Jewish people. All right, cool, no big deal. He just said Jewish people, and again, I'm hung up on the easily identifiable part for me. Now it's now I'm saying he's threatened to shoot up 104 West, a Jewish campus dining hall next to Jewish Living, where Jewish students live. So there, he's basically aimed his target, like these fuckers right here. So, and I think this one, the threatened to shoot up, yeah, definitely. All right. In another post on October 29th, Dye threatened to bring an assault rifle to campus and shoot all you pig Jews, who been described as rats that need to be eliminated. Dude, what is with this dude? In that same post, Dye allegedly threatened to slit the throats of any Jewish male he sees on campus, to rape and throw off a cliff any Jewish females, and to behead any Jewish babies in front of their parents. Court said. Paper said. What the fuck, dude? The shocking threats came in midst of escalating tensions between the Israeli-Hamas war and a spike in anti-Semitism across the U.S. Cornell University police and tipsters reported the deranged messages to the FBI. On October 29th, investigators used Dye's IP. Sorry, got a fucking fly on him. To identify him 2 days later, the FBI interviewed Dye, and he allegedly confessed according to the complaint. The university president, Martha Pollock, issued a statement Wednesday condemning anti-Semitism on campus. We will not tolerate anti-Semitism or Cornell. Indeed, we will not tolerate hatred of any kind, including racism or Islamophobia, she wrote. It means, first and foremost, that when there are threats or incitement to violence, we will respond rapidly and forcefully, as we did in this case. Pollock added that the Ivy League school will focus on anti-Semitism awareness in its diversity programming and implemented new policies to counter prejudice against Jews. The Center of Jewish Living also released a statement Wednesday. It deeply saddens and pains us to learn that the threats were made by a Cornell student and that such hate exists among our peers. Wasn't this on a Cornell website? I mean, of course it was a Cornell student. It was like on a Cornell message board. Of course it was a Cornell student. Was this a surprise? And that such hate exists among our peers, the statement said. There is no place for anti-Semitism anywhere in this world, and terrorizing actions must be punished. Dye's parents told the New York Post he suffered from severe depression and was on the brink of suicide before his arrest. Dye, who is from Pittsford, New York, allegedly began a downward spiral in 2021, taking 2 semesters off from 2022 and 2023 to improve his mental health. In response to the alarming messages, the university increased security for Jewish students and organizations, and New York Governor Kathy Hochul visited the campus. Dye was charged with making threats to injure or kill another using interstate communications. Hey, I was right, the interstate communications, which carries a maximum sentence of 5 years in prison. Dye, whose attorney has declined to comment, is due back in court November 15th for a preliminary hearing. So there we go. Dude, this guy went full blow on. He was like, I'm surprised he didn't have like a kafia or anything like that. I was going, like, God damn, this dude. He was like very aggro against the Jews. But hey, he got arrested. So, I mean, that's good. Dude, this guy. I was like, maybe this is a little dicey. But then he's like literally targeted the Jewish housing, food, cafeteria, and everything. And I'm like, all right, well, yeah, this is probably more of an actionable offense now. God damn, dude. Just trying to give him some leeway, but no. Not that I really care. I mean, this guy don't know this guy, so who fuck cares? All right. In Bridgeport, Connecticut, a judge has overturned a primary election over bombshell evidence of voter fraud. This here is the evidence, the bombshell evidence. All right, this lady has a shit ton of ballots and is putting them in the ballot box. She comes back. Same fucking way. Okay. Okay. She did 3 different drops. Okay. So she did 3 different drops of a shit ton of ballots. And then this is the 4th drop. Okay. So then she goes in and asks the employee to make the drop for her. So that's a 4th. So there you go. That's the evidence. God damn, that's some pretty good evidence. Like I said, I think this is the first time we've seen a judge actually overturn an election. I can't remember in the history, and maybe there has been, but I can't remember in the history of anything that a judge overturning an election. All right, so judge overturns Bridgeport, CT, it's Connecticut, mayoral primary election after Democratic clerk busted for ballot stuffing. Oh, she's a clerk? Oh. The videos, Clark said, are shocking to the court and should be shocking to all the parties. Connecticut Judge William Clark overturned the results of the Bridgeport Democratic mayoral primary on Wednesday after video emerged showed a supporter of current Mayor Joe Geenum allegedly stuffing ballots into an absentee ballot drop box. The videos, Clark said, are shocking to the court and should be shocking to all parties. I agree. Clark ordered the parties to confer with each other and with election officials within 10 days to discuss scheduling a new primary, Connecticut Public reported. This is mere days before the November 7th election day. Clark overturned the results, saying that these allegations were enough to throw out the primary results. In September, in that September 12th primary, incumbent Geenum won by 251 votes out of a total of 8,773 cast per Connecticut Public. What really sealed the deal for Clark, however, is that Gaines' win was secured by absentee ballots in his favor. Oh, fuck. The volume of ballots so mishandled is such that it calls the results of the primary into serious doubts and leaves the court unable to determine the legitimate results of the primary, Clark said in a ruling. A surveillance video was obtained by Geenum's opposition candidate, John Gomans. The Gomans campaign sued the city and demanded the results be thrown out and a new primary be scheduled or to be declared the winner himself. A new primary date has not been announced, and if Geenum loses the general election next week, a new primary may not be set at all. Gomes, who won the endorsement of a minority party, is also on the ballot. Geenum's opponent, John Gonems, whose campaign obtained the surveillance video and released it to the public after the primary, sued city officials and demanded a new primary or for him to be declared the winner. He was represented in court by lawyer Bill Bloss. At the end of the day, said Gomes' attorney, Bill Bloss, the video don't lie. The videos don't lie. The videos show substantial, massive absentee ballot misconduct. And that was certainly a substantial reason why the judge ruled the way he did. Gonem said Clark's decision was a victory for people of Bridgeport. His full statement read, today, Lady Justice fulfilled her duty. She attentively heard the voices of the people of Bridgeport, carefully considered the facts, and impartially applied the law as justice should always be served. In this moment, we commemorate the significance of this decision. By the Honorable Judge William Clark, I am no stranger to competitions or politics. I understand that in life we experience both victories and losses. We must continue to show up, give our best, accept the decisions, and move forward with integrity and respect. However, when there is wrongdoing, it must be addressed. We have shown that in the courtroom. The victory today belongs not only to me as the plaintiff, but to all the people of Bridgeport who were wronged by numerous ways detailed in Judge Clark's remarkable decision. Today, democracy prevails. Our campaign was designed to give a voice to the marginalized people of Bridgeport who have been overshadowed by a small group in the electoral process. Today, our faith has been restored. We must carry this spark of hope into the upcoming general elections. As the people of Bridgeport, we will take this victory lap and continue to navigate the path ahead while uploading transparency as our guiding principle. So there we go. Oh, excuse me. right. So yeah, this is it's very amazing. The judge actually overturned the election, and then I think it's absolutely a valid decision. But yeah, I think there's a valid. Sorry, mine's going blank. This was a valid decision. I mean, it was pretty clear. This lady was stuffing ballots. Hopefully, she got arrested as well. But yeah, it's just crazy that so brazenly, go up and stuff the ballot. But hey, this is a good decision. Our elections need to be considered, that they're fair and just. That's why we need voter ID. We don't have any voter ID. We should get rid of absentee ballots for sure, unless like in, unless they are actually going to be absent and not just they're too goddamn lazy to go and vote. Like voting by mail and all that, it shouldn't be a thing. There's no way to trust it. There's no way. You can't trust a ballot, a mail-in ballot, because you just don't know. And they're so bad at it, they'll freaking send a ballot to a previous address, even though you moved like 10 years ago, or 5 years ago, or 6 or 2 years ago. They'll still send a ballot there, and that person could easily I'm going to vote for 2 people here. No, it's just ridiculous. The whole thing's pretty ridiculous. But I mean, what can you do? But good on this judge. Good on this judge taking a stand. No, this isn't okay. We're going to overturn the election. You guys need to do this before November 7th. All right. So good on that judge. Good job, judge. People of Bridgeport have some sense of integrity in their elections now, and that's a good thing. We should all feel like whenever get this up and running, but I'm not talking about it. But whenever we get have an election, we should be able to say, look, I don't like the results, but I trust that it was a fair one. We don't have that anymore. And that's very sad. Like I said, we need some voter ID law going on. And we should eliminate a lot of absentee and mail-in ballots. Just my opinion on the matter. But all right, let's get on to it. Next one. All right, so Florida teen. So I'm sure everyone saw the video, but a Florida teen who beat a teacher unconscious for taking away his Nintendo has pled guilty to the felony charges against him. Brandon Deppa faced up to 30 years in prison for the brutal beating. His sentence will be determined in January. The teacher, Joanne Niditch, is reportedly refusing to help Deppa get a lighter sentence. As she said, she hopes this case will prevent anyone else from dealing with the trauma. I'm hopeful that the awareness of the incident will spread far and wide and will prevent anyone from ever dealing with that trauma, physical healing, and distribution of everyday life this has caused. Good for her. All right, so here we go. Boom. Shoves her, his pants come down, he kicks her a bunch. The dude fucking lost his pants. Now he beats the shit. And then here comes another. Look, ladies, look. This motherfucker lays this chick out. All right. He lays her out, starts beating the shit out of her. And then another lady comes to help. Same size. He just knocked the fuck out of this chick. You think you're going to be help? And where's this fucker? Let's see if he does anything. Oh, he marches sternly toward. He is beating on this teacher. This fucking pussy. This guy pussy. He walks. Dude, run, you got 2 chicks going out and running over there. They're not going to be able to do shit. And you're fucking walking your ass over there. The only man here, and he walks to help this poor girl. Fuck this guy. This guy right here. Fuck him. He sees this girl, this poor woman getting her ass handed to him, and he slowly walks. He's not rushing. He just walks. It just pisses me off. This guy. It's fucking what's wrong with the men of our generation, of this generation now. He sees this poor woman getting attacked, and he just walks. It's like, no big deal. He's gonna walk over here. Dude, kick your ass in high gear and run the fuck over there and knock this motherfucker out. I'm sorry, but that just really pisses me off. All right. Okay, so it was a Nintendo Switch game that was confiscated. Pled guilty on Monday and faces 30 years behind bars. He's apparently autistic, is reportedly autistic, but he coped to the crime and will have his sentence determined by the judge. So there's that. So, he's autistic. Yeah, well, look, I can be a real asshole about this, but I really don't give a shit that he's autistic. All right. Oh, apparently this guy's had 3 prior battery arrests before February. This happened in February, by the way. And he just got into a brawl last month. Yeah, good on this teacher for not helping. Like, they always just because it's the kid's like black or whatever. They always like, oh, he's just trouble, blah, 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 blah. And this teacher's like, nah, fuck this dude. This kid beat the shit out of me for taking his goddamn Switch away. Fuck him. That's good on this teacher for not no, I'm not gonna help get him a lighter sentence. My body hurts every fucking day. And fuck that dude again. I'm really pissed off at that guy. Walk slowly over. Like, dude, get your ass in high gear. Run over. Tackle this fucker. Also, that kid needs a belt. Just saying. All right. This is probably going to break my heart. This video apparently is about Libs at TikTok posted this. Legal immigrants are receiving free accommodations and healthcare while veterans are suffering like this. All right, let's hear what this guy says. Vet. Let's do with the UK. Hold on. There we go.
And he didn't expect that.
7 times.
and he didn't expect that.
7 times over the course of the last 6 years, dude. The VA has continued to let me down. I just want some continuity of care with mental health providers. These doctors keep quitting, they keep switching. And then the one doctor that I really liked, who talked me off a ledge the last time, refused. I had a split because they fell out of network, and then they came back into network. So I went the last 2 years dealing with my own demons myself and trying to hold it together. And then come to find out, it's like May. It's like late May, and he denied taking my case back. April 12th, and I'm just finding out, dude. And now I gotta go back to some new doctor, and then I gotta open Pandora's box again because they're gonna want to know everything, and then I'm gonna have to live through work and do that for a month. I just want some continuity of care, dude. I'm fucking so tired of it. I just want to be able to talk to the same person and have the same individual manage my goddamn meds. Been off all my medications for 2 years. I've been doing it on my own, man. I'm just in white knuckling. I'm gripping. Jesus, I'm so tired of it. It's not a lot to ask. I just want to be able to talk to the same person and not continue to have to retell these fucking stories that torment me. I fucking get it now. I really do. I just want some continuity of fucking care.
It's heavy, guys. I feel for this man. I really do. We don't take care of our vets at all. This guy sacrificed. He's probably done some things he wish he didn't have to do. He's tortured every day by the memory of it, and we let fucking these parasites leeching off the government, leeching off our our taxes and everything, and taking money away when we should be investing in the people that we've called upon or answered the call of defending our country, and are being tortured by the decisions they had to make to save not only their own lives, their squadmate lives, sorry, and their and continue to give this great country of ours the freedom that we enjoy. And all this man is asking for is some help. He just wants some help. He needs he needs consistent. He needs the same doctor who understands, and he doesn't have to talk about the same thing 100 different times. And he needs some brothers. I hope that after this video went viral, there's some people that recognize him, some vets. I know civilians, they mean well, but when it comes to stuff like this, a vet really needs another guy who's been through the shit. There's that analogy. The guy's digging a hole. Officer goes by, tells him, hey, the hole needs to be bigger, that way. Civilian comes in, tries to help for a little bit, but gets out, doesn't really understand. And then another guy comes in and starts digging the hole with him. And he's like, what are you doing? And he's like, I've been here before. I know how to get out. Let me help you. It's a very poor explanation of that analogy, but that was the basis of that analogy. So I really hope this guy gets the help he needs. I hope it's not just from the VA, but from some brothers, sisters, some brothers, some people that really understand what he's going through. And I hope Libs of TikTok be able to find an update on this dude. we get some more information, and I hope he gets the help he deserves. And you know, everyone should be very angry that the VA is just fucking around with this guy. This guy's, you know, someone who sacrificed fucking everything. You know, you know, he risked his life. He sacrificed his mental security. A guy breaking down in the middle, you know, in his car, and you know, he's not this fucking pussy that's like, you know, oh, I'm working too hard. I don't like having to work all these hours just to pay my bills, or oh, I can't handle 9 to 5, or oh, someone isn't respecting my pronouns that I decided that are arbitrary, don't really mean fucking anything. No, this guy is just tortured by his time in service, and he's breaking down because he's literally on the edge of every day because of what he's been forced, you know, he had to do. So I really feel for this guy, and I really hope that people find him, reach out, and I hope he gets the help he needs. I really, you know, yeah, that's just terrible. We need to do better for our vets. They've sacrificed everything, and we don't do anything. All right, last thing. I've had my heart broken. Now I'm probably gonna get pissed off. So, well, my heart's been broken and I've been pissed off. Now I'm gonna just be pissed off. A rhyme to teach kids about pronouns.
I am who I say I am, and you are who you say you are. And sometimes we are wrong about who we think other people are. That's okay. Don't assume. You can always just ask, which pronouns do you use? He, him, she, her, they, them, these, er. Let me know. Which one do you prefer? I am who I say I am, and you are who you say you are.
No, you are not who you say you are, and I am not who I say I am. I am what I am. I am who I am. You are who I am, who you are, and you are who you are. Like, or you are what you are, and you are who you are. Like, this is so stupid. I am what I say I am. No, you're not. All right. I am the richest man in the world, and because I say that, I deserve the compensation to become the richest man in the world. Or I am an attack helicopter, and as I am an inanimate object, I am not required to pay taxes. No, you're not who you say you are, and you are who you are. Like, this is just dumb. And why the fuck are you teaching this to kids? Leave the kids alone. Why do these people continually insist on indoctrinating kids? Like, I don't understand it. Leave the kids alone. Okay? You want to leave Brittany alone? Leave the kids alone. Sorry. Bad joke. What the hell? That was weird. Oh, there you go. Cool. All right. But yeah, they gotta come up with a rhyme to try and indoctrinate. Leave the kids alone. Like, goddamn, it's not that hard. I don't know what with these fucking losers. All right, that's all I got today. I'm not, not this video, but the video before, it's kind of brought me down. I really feel for that guy, and I hope he gets the help he needs. I really do. I'm sure he's a great man, or a good man. Not a great man, but a good man. That's all we really need nowadays. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, subscribe, give me a follow. Follow me on @officialwghost to see when I go live and everything. Follow me on rumble.com/withghost, rumble.com/gamingwithghost. Check me out there. I may play Modern Warfare 3 for like an hour later, but I'm going to go upstairs, hug my wife, give my daughter a little kissy kiss, and watch her while my wife takes a nap. So I might be on around 10:30-ish, and then I'll probably play for an hour. All right. I hope you all have a good day. Peace out. See you later.